Hey guys, Disload Magic here, and oh boy do we have an unexpected card coming out of the MKM set that just released. Can't say the name in the first 30 seconds or I risk going on YouTube's naughty list. Oops. But here's the card, Slime Against Humanity. Haha, get it? Cards Against Humanity. So it's a 3-cost green sorcery, common, and create a 0/0 green ooze creature token with trample. Put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is 2 plus the total number of cards you own in exile and in your graveyard that are oozes or named Slime Against Humanity. So this fits in with like a tribal deck, but really you would just pack all you want in a deck because a deck can have any number of cards named Slime Against Humanity, which is why it's about a $5 card. Now, is that really true? Well, let's go down the little pricing path here. And I'm looking at Card Kingdom right now because their prices are pretty average, no anomalies, no out there cards typically. Okay, we've had, for sure, rats, for sure, the demon summoner cult people. And then I think there was like 2 or 3 more, which means there's probably like 6. So cards that are just like, on the card it is written you can have as many as you want in your deck. So you could be playing a singleton format like Commander, and you could have 10 of these in your deck. You could have 100 of them. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd put in some lands. Okay, so they know people are going to buy these up by like the 30s, so they've got it priced at $5.49. Let me check TCG Player. Okay. Pause the video if you want to take a guess. But it's $1.99, 337 listings from $1.99 with a market price of $2.47. Now, what does that mean? If you're not used to TCG Player's way of showing prices, they still use a system. It's a revised version of their older system that people really hated, called the new way of misrepresenting cards and having prices that are complete bullshit. Now, I feel like they should name it something different just for brevity, but it is a very accurate name. If you want to go buy it right now, $1.99, add to cart, checkout, plus shipping, the end. I mean, sales tax. Okay, cool. Still a lot for a common, but, I mean, there are tokens from the original Ixalan that are worth like $3. Tokens, guys! Now, weirdly enough, on eBay, the absolute lowest I could find it is $3, but the absolute lowest I could find it on TCG was $2 plus 99-cent shipping. There's this new plain white envelope thing with like a tracking barcode on it or something. I don't know, some new thing they did. Worked with the post office just for like stuff like this. Kind of nice, cuts down on the whole I didn't receive it fraud crap. I've never actually used it, but I heard about it a while back when it came out. So $3 pretty much is $2 because it's quote-unquote free shipping on eBay. Here's the hilarious part. I found 3 different sellers selling them in 4-packs, which you can have more than 4, but whatever. One of them is almost sold out. One of them is in Singapore, but 2 of them have, one of them is in Hong Kong, but 2 of them have the same price. So get ready for this. If you want 4 of them, it's $5.49 each. That's what it divides out to. So you're paying like $22 for just a set of 4. So it looks like Card Kingdom's prices aren't that far off. So with this being a valuable common, that is going to throw the EV off so hard. I mean, assuming they're printed evenly, which you can look up, how many are on a sheet divided by what, and if it's a different set with a different amount, they'll double up on some. Rumor is they do it anyway for draft reasons sometimes. I've had actual staff come out at WotC and state specifically, yes, we do it for draft and we do it because we don't want a card to be too prevalent. And then other people say, no, we do it for draft because we don't want a card to be too prevalent, but only when it isn't divisible by the number of cards on a sheet and we have to do it. Now, would they cut this one in half for a draft? Absolutely not. But what they usually do is they don't cut one, they double it up. So let's just go back a year or 2 or 3 or 4 where there was 10 or 11 commons in a pack or whatever. I think 10. I feel like I should know that. And then there was like 110 commons in the set. So you had, exactly 10 divided by 110, whatever, roughly a 10% chance of pulling any one given common. And it was virtually impossible to double up to get 2 copies of the same one. Remember, now they've got play boosters. There is no such thing as a draft booster. 6 cards are common. And then 1 additional one is a common, but you have a 12.5% chance of it being replaced with a card from the list. Okay, whatever. Then you get the normal 3 uncommons, and then you get rare or mythic, and 2 that are wild cards that could be any rarity, so that throws it way off. But yeah, it ain't 10 per pack no more. You can definitely count on 7 plus, and then divide it out from there. So we'll just say 7 and change. Now, according to the site I'm looking at, there are only 86 common cards in Murders at Karlov Manor. Is that throwing in the Commander set? Is that throwing in this, that, and the other stupid little side product that's impossible to track? Who knows? I know they threw in the swamps because of the way this website works, but still, that's actually a fairly low number. So you've got a little bit less in the pack, but a lot less in the pool. Probably downwards of, mid-70s. And then you got 7 shots at pulling it, so it's still about 1 in 10. Now, okay, 1 in 10. Now, there is a foil in every pack, and they really got nuts with this, but in a play booster box, there are still 36 packs. So what's the point of all this math? You're going to pull 3.6 of these with all the different slots, and you could pull a foil and whatever. Okay, let's just say you pull 4 of them per box, and they're $5 a piece. That's $20 per box in additional value from this one common. Need I remind you, the boxes right now, like literally right now, go on eBay, sort low to high, find a respectable seller, Flipside Gaming shout out. Not sponsored, they're just the lowest, so, based. $118.44. So every time you open a box, you add up all the rares, mythics, foils, everything you got, and you're like, oh, did I make a profit? What can I sell it for? And then just add $20 to it. Like, to put this into perspective, the entire contribution from a statistical and accounting standpoint of the masterpiece cards in BFZ the first time they did it, you're just pulling $200 cards left and right. I opened, I think, 110 boxes, got 53 masterpieces, and they were worth a couple $1,000s. All right, the whole contribution of those existing to the value of the box, if you compare it to retail, was 19%. So this one common is more valuable than the entirety of the masterpieces in BFZ, which was the first time they ever did it. Special, crazy new looking card frame trim, whatever you want to call it, treatment, and they were all lands. And this one common is a little tiny bit more valuable than those. That is insane. This is kind of like the opposite of the One Ring, because you guys know how that worked. The One Ring, we know it's worth 1, 2, 3 million, something like that. We knew that before it was even opened or sold. And it was arguably driving up the cost of the boosters that it was in, the whole boxes, by about $90, which was 30 to 50%. So one card worth $1 million plus was driving up the cost of every box by, I guess, the law of averages, but really it was gambler's premium. If you divide it out and have a suspicion of how many boxes they printed, no, it's not true. It was more hype than it was the actual value, and then nobody gets to see it. This is the exact opposite. Everybody gets a $20 bill inside their box. This is insane. This is completely nuts. That's why I wanted to make a separate video on this after I was made aware that exists. So thanks for watching. If you found the math and the background, the comparison and history and all that useful and interesting, well, leave a like and subscribe, because we always make content like that on this channel. Also, might as well just say it. I'm boycotting WotC, but one of my friends from my casino crew, it's a whole thing. Get on my Discord, watch my casino videos on my other channels. We rip off casinos professionally. I'm going to make a quick little 5-minute how-to on it instead of the 18-minute training wheels edition on my other channel, because you guys play MTG. You're a little smarter than, the lowest common denominator on my other channel. So watch for that if you want to know how I made $50K ripping off casinos. After last night, I think it's a little higher. I posted the picture of my Discord. By the way, if you want access to my Discord, Patreon, that's how you do it. $1 a month, you can jump on, talk shit, talk about videos, get some behind the scenes shit. A lot of shit posting of memes, a lot of that. And pics of my epic casino ripoffs. Let's just say somebody left 12x, 8x on the machine, and I pulled natural quad low, and then it went up from there. But anyway, one of my casino crew, because we've been doing pretty good, got me I'll just call it fat pack. I mean, it says bundle, but it's a fat pack. Come on, WotC. From MKM. So we're going to open it live on camera. So watch for that, turn notifications on if you don't want to miss it, and I will see you guys next time.